Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl, and it's time for my little fish room news, so please stay tuned. Once again, welcome to my little fish room. Beginning with the first of my 10-gallon fry tanks, you can see these guys are doing very well. The larger fry are yellow labs and are about a week older than the smaller ones. The little guys are super red zebras. You can see the difference when they're together. They are quite orange compared to the yellow labs. Their color intensifies as they mature. Their mother just bred again with my tank boss Ghost. More babies on the way. In this 10-gallon fry tank are my zebra Daniel fry. They're doing really well. They're now 2 weeks old. They don't show up very well yet on camera, but I can clearly see their stripes. It's amazing how quickly they grow and how well they eat. I feed them baby brine shrimp morning and night. I did do a water change on this aquarium. I just took an airline hose and vacuumed a portion of the stones carefully and changed about 10% of the water. In this, my third 10-gallon fry tank, I also have super red zebras, and there are a few yellow labs in here. It's pretty much opposite to the first fry tank. They are all doing well and growing quickly. You probably noticed I have 2 female Bettas in here as well. They get along just fine and seem to share the food. All of my fry have been getting baby brine shrimp. The older ones are only getting them once a day and powder food later in the day. I still give them an algae wafer as their bedtime snack. Everyone seems to enjoy that. This is my 20-gallon grow-out. This is a group of cichlids I brought home from my son's place. We just made a simple swap where I gave him my oldest fry, trading for these. Out of this group, 7 joined my mixed community. I will be taking these guys to the local fish store in the next little while. The female I stripped last week was one of these OBs in here. Her babies are in the tumbler as we speak. This fella back in behind is one of the 2 tank bosses. They are 2 that look identical. They're both back there. And they are both aggressive and both bossy, but I can't tell one from the other or who is more dominant. But they're nice looking fish, and I'm sure any fish store will be happy to take them off my hands. This is my 40-gallon grow-out, home to my super red empress juveniles. They are really showing some beautiful color now. From my count, there are quite a few more males than females. I did take 1 male from my mixed community. I considered taking a female as well, but decided against it. In the tumbler here are the OB zebra eggs. They popped their little heads and tails just the other day. I did have them in the other aquarium at first. It was amusing to see Mom hovering around those eggs continuously. When I did water changes this week, I had to move them because the tank that they were in needed a full water change and vacuuming. The tanks are kept at the same temperature and the eggs did fine in the move. As for these beautiful cichlids, they are ready to go anytime. In here, there are also 2 little Mbuno. I'm really not sure how that happened. I also have 3 plecos in this aquarium as well. On to my beta boys. These guys are looking awesome. In each tank I have a fake plant and a little pot for them. The tanks are of similar size. On the top shelf the tanks are 1.6 gallons and rimless. The ones on the other 2 shelves are 1.9 gallons with rims that make them much easier to handle. In this first tank is Oscar. He is one of my very favorites. When I got him, he was bronze, but has changed to a light pink. The second fellow is Einstein. He's just such a handsome fellow as well. Each day for just a few minutes while I feed my tanks, I let these guys see each other and flare for exercise. It does them good, and it's quite fun to watch them. Next is Spike. Spike is a dragon scale crown tail. Spike is one of the more aggressive of my bettas. He's very handsome with his dark maroon colors. Spike spends a lot of time hiding in his pot. He also enjoys flaring and showing off for Einstein. Finishing off the top shelf is my very favorite of all my bettas. This is Marcel. He has magnificent fins and extraordinary color of gold and blues. The colors match my high school team colors. Maybe that's why he's special to me. On the second shelf, we have Flame. Flame is another crown tail. He also loves to hide in his little pot. Beside Flame is Drago, a dragon scale half moon. He is another of my males that is quite feisty when seeing a rival. Finishing off the second shelf is Molson. Molson and Drago are very much alike in personality. They are both aggressive males who enjoy sitting in their pots watching. They are good eaters, and both of them always greet me at the top of their tank waiting for their food. Their tanks stay the cleanest as they eat everything they are given. My son named Molson, by the way. On the third shelf, in the first tank is Crypto, and beside Crypto is Splash. They are both very active bettas, always on the move. In his stunning Superman colors, I thought the name Crypto suited this guy so well. He shows his stunning flair, holding his fins out, and he stares his opponent down. It's quite fun to watch him. Now Splash, he is very active, but he's not as aggressive. He's more curious. He doesn't seem to flare. It's just he's excited to see a friend. Last but not least is Sky. Sky is my only veil-tail betta. He is the most docile of all. He doesn't get excited about anything, but he eats really well, and that's about his favorite thing is his food. He does like to hide in his pot, but he just really could care less about anything else. He likes to look, but he is just so calm. It's funny to see how different they all are. I did forget to mention that I do have an empty 10-gallon tank, which is unusual, but I am planning to bring my emerald corycats up here and see if they will breed for me when I do my water change tomorrow on my 55. Other than that, there's Della, and that wraps up my fish room news for this week. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thanks again for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.